Hi everybody, welcome back to Mando Lessons. In today's lesson I'm going to be talking a little bit about triplets, how to use them. There's going to be a couple videos. I'm going to sort of show places in tunes that one would normally use triplets, and then one video is going to be about sort of the triplet itself and how to get a good sound when you're playing triplets. So in this video I'm going to be talking about how to get the good kind of snappy triplet sound, used a lot in Irish music. There's a whole bunch of more lessons over at mandolessons.com if you're looking for particular tunes. Check out the website. All my lessons are free. That said, if you're so inclined, there's a couple ways to donate over there, which is always appreciated. But if not, the lessons are free. There's tabs and standard notation for tunes, a bunch of other technique lessons like this. You name it. Alright, so now we're going to be talking about triplets and getting a good sound out of a triplet. I'll play a little bit of a tune. I'm going to be using the tune Jig of Slurs, which is available over at the website. It's a great Irish tune. I'm just going to be using the first part. It's a great jig that you can kind of put a bunch of triplets into. I'll play the tune a little bit straight, and then I'll play it with triplets, and then I'll kind of zoom in on one of those triplets and talk about the sound that I'm getting. So here's the A part straight. So played with triplets, it might sound like this. Again. So that might be more triplets than you normally want to use, but again, it really comes down to personal preference in the long run. But zooming in on one of those triplet moments, if I slow that down, you'll start to hear that I'm not playing all three of those notes. So in a triplet, you kind of triplet, 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 etc. So you have these a great way to think about triplets is just saying the word triplet, kind of as three syllables. Triplet. And zooming in on that first triplet, it's on the 5th fret of the A string as the example. When I actually play this tune, I'm kind of muting some of those notes. If I played all of those notes of the triplet as kind of fully fledged notes, it sounds like that. And if I mute some of those notes, it sounds like this. Now, it's personal preference. People will play them either way. Let's start by just getting that that triplet with every note fully, so you're getting a tone out of each of the three notes. So just kind of breaking that down and repeating it. So what I've got going on there is I've got down is the first note, and then the triplet, that's just an 8th note, and then the triplet is going to be up, down, up. And in jigs, for the most part, it's always going to be up, down, up. So we have, again, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's do that again. I'll say it again. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Again, down, up, down, and again, down, up, sorry, down, up, down, down. So that's with all three of those notes fully formed. Breaking that down into just that triplet where you have up, down, up. Let's zoom into that. And what I'll do at this time, or what I do a lot of times with jigs, is, or with any tune really, and just triplets in general, is I mute a couple of those notes. So what we should practice is just getting that muted sound. I still have my finger on the 5th fret area, my ring finger on my left hand, but I'm not going to push down with, I'm not going to connect the string with the fret. I'm just going to rest it there. And you get this kind of percussive sound out of the instrument. So just try to get that nice sound. If you move your finger around, you might get some harmonics like at the 12th fret or the 7th, or a little at the 5th if you are right over the fret. But if you put your finger right where you normally might push down, you should get a nice kind of clucky sound. And that sound is going to add some sort of percussiveness to our triplet. So let's try that up, down, up just with the muted sound. Again, up, down, up. Again, up, down, up. Again, up, down, up. Great. So now what I think I do most of the time for myself, and again it becomes personal preference of how much cluck and how much note you get in your triplets. I often will do 2 mutes and a note. So it might sound like this. As that first phrase. I'll slow that down a little bit. And again. So that triplet is down, mute, tone, down, up, down. One more time. And you might do 1 mute and 2 tones. Let's try that again. Here we go. One more time. So all of these, it can sound a little odd slowed down, because it sort of is something that makes a lot more sense as you get up to sort of standard speed for a jig. So if I speed that back up, I'll try to do this. I'll play all clucks in that triplet spot, and then I'll play 1 cluck and 2 tones. Then I'll play two mutes or 2 clucks and 1 tone, and then I'll play 1 mute or cluck and 2 tones, and then I'll play all 3 tones. And you can sort of hear the slight differences. So all mutes or clucks sounds like this. One more time. Again. A little faster. So that's not my favorite sound. It's great, it's percussive, and if you're in a big group of instruments and want to kind of really add that percussiveness, that'll get you there by just kind of muting all 3 notes of the triplet. Let's add 1 tone to that, so it's going to be mute, mute, tone. Sounds like this. So I think that's my favorite way of playing triplets, at least at this point. Now let's do 1 mute and 2 tones. I'm less used to doing this one because I don't play it that often, but I'll give it a try. Again. And then all 3 tones. Oop. So play around with all, I guess it's 4 choices you've got there. No tones. Again, that's no tones, 1 tone, 2 tones, and all 3 tones. And you can try things like going tone, mute, tone, or tone, tone, mute, or tone, mute, mute. Try all the different ideas and sort of see what sounds best to you. And it'll take a little bit to sort of make it feel comfortable and then speed it up and sort of see how it sounds real time. But ultimately, that is the way that I use, I approach triplets. And it really gives it a much more percussive sound. A little snappier then. Which that last time I played was just all tones. So I hope this helps you sort of think about the quality of sound you're getting out of your triplets. Again, tons more lessons over at mandolessons.com, a couple ways to donate. But the lessons are free. Tablature, standard notation for the tunes, tons more technique lessons, you name it. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.